What's up, Percussion? Hope you guys are doing well. We're going to be picking up on the second half of what we worked on last week, which is number 152, School Spirit, in your book. That is on page 29, okay? So we did the first half of the piece, which was measures 1 through 20. We're going to be picking up right where we left off at measure 21, okay? Now, the nice thing about the percussion part, okay, is it is pretty similar to what you played back at 5. Okay, it changes up a little bit when we get to 29. That's where we start to have a few more flams that are added in that make it a little bit more complex. But otherwise, it's pretty straightforward. Okay, so if I'm starting at 21 and I'll stop at 29, it's almost exactly like what I had back at 5. Okay, we have flam and actually, let me show you the practice pad. There we go. Okay, I have flam and 1 and a 2 and flam and 1 and a 2 and 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and 1 and a 2 and 1 e and a 2 and. Okay, and we talked about that last time about making sure that your taps, non-accented notes, are very clearly visually different as well as auditorily different, which so you can hear it, the difference. Okay, so between what is that measures 26 and 27. It's the exact same rhythm, but we've changed where they have accents and where they don't. So 26 is just 1 and a 2 and, whereas 27 is 1 and a 2 and. Okay, big difference. Okay, and then 1 e and a 2 and. Now when we get to 29, okay, it's generally just 1 and a 2 and, the same rhythm that we just played at 26 and 27. 1 and a 2 and. The trick is now they're adding a flam to the beginning of that. So instead of just 1 and a 2 and, it's flam and a 2 and, flam and a 2 and. Okay, and that makes it a little bit tricky. Flam and a 2 and, flam and a 2 and. Okay, one more time. Flam and a 2 and, flam and a 2 and. Then if we continued on from that, it's stuff that we're pretty familiar with. 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and 2 e and a 1 and 2 e and a 1 and a 2 and then in the second measure of the first ending, we have the same thing that we were talking about back here at 25. Flam and a 2 and. Okay? Flam and a 2 and. Flam and a 2 and. Okay? So that whole part from 29 through the first ending would be flam and a 2 and, flam and a 2 and, 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and, flam and 2 e and a 1 and 2 e and a 1 and a 2 and, flam and a 2. Okay? That flam there at the beginning just makes it a little bit tricky. If the flam is kind of throwing you off, take out the flam first and just get the fundamental rhythm. Then once you've got that better, then you can add in the flam. Okay? I do that all the time with music. Now, the second ending is actually a little bit simpler than your first ending. And when we take this first ending, we don't go back all the way to the beginning. We go back to measure 5, because that's where the repeat sign is. There's a repeat symbol. The repeat symbol at the end of the first ending is here, and it's telling us to go back. But if we had no other repeat symbol marking towards the beginning, then we would start at the beginning. However, there is another repeat symbol, okay, at 5, and so it's just wanting us to repeat the section in between those two repeat signs. So when we take the first ending, we go all the way back to measure 5, and then we're going to play through all that music again, and then when we get towards the second ending, we're going to take the second ending, okay? So I'm going to start at 29, and I'm going to take the second ending, okay? So this is at 29, taking the second ending, flam and a 2 and, flam and a 2 and, 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and 2 e and a 1 and second ending, 1 and a 2 and, flam, flam. Okay, so that second ending is just 1 and a 2 and, flam, flam. And there are accents on those flams. Okay? I'll do that one more time, that 29, taking the second ending. Flam and a 2 and, flam and a 4 and, 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and 2 e and a 1 and second ending, 1 and a 2 and, flam, flam. Okay? I was saying 4 in there, even though we are in 2/4. Okay? That's the general gist of this piece. There is a bass part, it's relatively straightforward. It's almost kind of serves as your metronome. It's just being like quarter notes pretty much throughout the piece. There is a crash cymbal part that's pretty fun. And what I hopefully would like to do is, because normally this would be a piece that we play at our concert, our May concert, which actually would be tomorrow if you think about it. We are probably still gonna like kind of throw this piece together and just kind of play through it as a class next year when we come back. Just because it's a really fun piece to play, and it'll be good for us to at least put to use some of the work that we've been doing at home. And yeah, it'll be a fun one for us to play through. Okay. If you guys have any questions, as always, please let me know via email or Google Classroom, and I hope to see you soon. Love you, miss you.